that'll do. Even though it took 5, 6, 12, 1,000, a million, way too many fucking attempts to record that thumbnail. Right, what I'm doing now is I am watching the reaction video to Ivan Ortega's rough cut of TLJ, That Star Wars Girl, streamed live 6 hours ago, 1,894 views. I am at 9 minutes and 1 seconds into a 2 hour, 34 minute and 7 second stream. In the spirit, as I have stated and elucidated briefly on in my last stream, of emotional response to Star Wars. And in the spirit of transparency and professionalism, as indicated priority by Stephanie Janicek in her most recent video, where she signaled and elaborated on what she would do if she was head of Lucasfilm. So what I'm doing is I'm practicing streaming here, lots. Here's the thing, actually, I'm designing as I'm doing this. Studio for SVMX, it's like a vector. The studio is like a vector, or it's like a model space condition. It's like a model space studio. It has an approach. It has an approach. SVMX has an approach to Star Wars. SVMX is an approach. So you take Ivan Ortega's recut of The Last Jedi, which, as Stephanie Janicek said, was just the wrong release. It was just one of like 7 variants of that movie. That's the one we got. So if that was the case, and Ivan Ortega will prove that case by redoing it without even having access to the fucking footage that's on the cutting room floor, which is probably like twice the amount of what made it into the movie in the end. Even just fucking remodulating what was released, he'll prove the case. So there's a community here. There's a fandom response. The fandom community is responding, just like they responded to Shannon McRandall / Mara Jade when she needed some help a few weeks ago. Star Wars community / fandom response. Yeah, so that's what this is for. So basically, all I have to do really is listen to everything fucking people are saying in the fandom and provide for it. Now, here's the fucking magic part. I'm already providing for this shit before I even hear it said in the community. I'm like a fucking step ahead. Just on account of what I'm up to. My vector, my role, and easily understood as being facilitated by the fact that I don't have a job to do apart from this. That this is all integrated into the work that I do normally. I am forking my process, my workaday world process, to fit with this, to attack this, to use this, to leverage this. It's one and the same. So I come up with the ley lines, and then you've got fucking Carrie Fisher apparently footage from The Force Awakens showing up in episode 9. She'll have more ley lines. Phantom fucking ley lines. Discarded shit from The Force Awakens. So here's the challenge then. The challenge is not to make a new movie, it's not even to remodulate an existing movie, it's just to fucking replace the release with what wasn't released. The real movie wasn't released. The decoy, the dud. Thanks, Ryan Johnson. You're the guy in charge of releasing the dud fucking cut. Dud cut. Anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna fucking I'm working on my setup. I'm constantly evolving my setup, and I'm constantly evolving and refining my interaction protocols with the community and my work practices and work standards in the interest of professionalism and, of course, transparency. I will go ahead and I will fucking stream my work. Here's what I'm working off. You can't really see it. Stop laughing. Alright. Whoa. That was a transition regime and a half. You can't really see it very well. Alright, is it better back here? Is it better back here? You can see the little red spots. They're stars. There's the... Oh, fuck. Get some wrist. Why can't... What's going on here? Where the... Alright. So we have a problem here. I have a fucking... Where am I? Here, see? See this? That's the horizon line. That's the wave function collapse of the ley lines, which is the ecliptic oscillation. It's what accounts for the ecliptic oscillation, really. What accounts for setting the ecliptic, the planetary ecliptic? Conceptual. Alright, I'm gonna get Anna back on here, and I'm gonna respond and narrate.
Carol and Larry having the force.
With ley lines.
Oh, let's do some. Let's go.
Ursa Major.
I haven't watched a video fix for this yet, so let's see.
Virgo. Who's that?
Somebody tells me that someone was a mama's boy.
Venus. Virgo.
Kill his dad, but
Venus in a superposition around Virgo. What the fuck is Virgo?
Yeah, too slow.
Who's down there? Jupiter? Hello, Jupiter. Jupiter is still on the vertex.
Alright, let's see Mary Poppins.
Libra. Jupiter is still Libra. Venus is in Virgo. Hubble is in...
Oh, shut up, Hux.
It
really bothers
Ophiuchus. Hubble is in Ophiuchus.
I'm not afraid of him. He's just like some angry child.
Saturn is in Sagittarius.
That was like actually
The
experienced.
moon, we're in contact with the moon. The moon is in
this guy's job.
Capricornus. Mars is fucking
He was only in the first 5 minutes and died.
in Capricornus.
This dude.
Who's this?
I don't know. Mary Poppins.
Aquarius. Who's in Aquarius?
Oh, okay, so you just cut it? But how'd they get her back?
The moon is also it's in a superposition between Aquarius and what did they say it was? What else? Capricornus. What's Anna talking about? I'm just getting the fucking here's the sun. Alright, so the sun is here. The sun is out there, right?
Yeah,
but according to this, the sun is here. So we've got this fucking... What's that like? 15, 20, 25, 20, 25 degrees divergence. Just bear that in mind. I mean, again, this is qualitative, this is conceptual. I'm not so concerned right now about whether the fucking sun matches the sun in model space here and vector space matches with the sun in paper space and rendered reality.
And his full beard, and Ray's just chilling.
Leo. I snapped right to Leo there. Who is that? Mercury. Mercury is just outside Leo. The sun is in Sun is in Cancer.
What? Purple is here.
Alright, I'm gonna listen to Anna.
That makes fucking sense. Holy shit.
Anna, talk to me, woman. Talk to me, girl.
Oh yeah, who would you think? Purple hair in prom dress.
You know what? I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna point this at her. Point this at her.
Ah, I hate her.
Point this at her. I hate her. Anna's nice. I like Anna.
Oh my god, like seriously, I say this every single time. If she, like, if this was a man and Poe's character was a woman, they would crucify him because.
Yeah, move on, Anna. Move on. All right, we got lens flare here coming off the sun in Cancer, with Mercury just below.
Ah, I hate people like this. That like get a kick off of like making it like belittling other people. Ugh.
Alright, so what I'm doing right now makes no fucking sense, but I'll tell you what it is. It's like guidance.
It's a complete double standard. But she's allowed to like belittle Poe and like flirt with him.
What I'm doing is right, here's the story, right? I'm running outside. I'm not in the loop. I'm running like 4 lanes outside of the fucking main pack. Anna's part of the main pack. I'm on the periphery. I'm like Andre Conchelsis, running up the fucking wing. I'm a winger. So I'm applying my ley line, I'm designing my ley line protocols in situ off of the Star Wars fandom. And I'm using it to govern my continued relationship and proximity to the fandom. So that's what's happening right now.
We're gonna freaking meet Rose Tico.
I'm watching what's going on in the fandom. I'm watching Anna's response to Ivan's response to Ryan's response to Kennedy's purchase of the fucking franchise. I know Kennedy didn't purchase it, but you know what I mean. So I'm just running all of this. It's like a filter. I'm running this whole thing through the ley lines filter. Through AllSpace, an AllSpace filter. I'm running my proximity to the fandom through an AllSpace filter.
I don't even put my hair up right now because it's like baby.
I call them ley lines. I'm using the ley lines to fucking maintain my position, my speed and position, my velocity and position, my position relative to the pack, so to speak. I need to be able to see out ahead as well a little bit by 20 seconds of arc. So I need to set the shit up. Because that's just what I want to do. That's just my fucking job. I want to set up
This scene always reminds me of like when somebody
my own ley lines. And then I run the ley lines. And if at some point it turns out that there's yield from what I'm doing, then maybe the pack will fucking wise up and join in, start using some of this shit, start using the cover that I'm given with these pops.
Oh, I see a super chat.
Sun right in Cancer right now.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat.
Cancer is a Y format,
This is a shirt, but thank you.
Trans Horizontal. Ursa Major is currently spanning the horizon. It is trans-horizontal. I just made that up. Between north and northeast. Facing. Incidentally, what is... I'm turning to the southwest position. SW, Star Wars. Oh, of course, that's where the fucking moon is. It's above the horizon.
Gotta get my bracelet back to my girl, bro.
It's in Capricornus and it's on the SW. It's right on the fucking...
Awesome.
What star is that? The anchor star? Oh, what is that? Fucking... Omega cap. Omega Cap is the anchor star currently in Capricornus.
I don't get it. So if she's just
Right
like,
on the
awesome
fucking
and knows all this stuff about like light being tracking,
SW axis. Hubble is right below.
Oh shoot.
And then we've got Saturn underneath that. So we've got we've got the moon, we've got Mars, we've got Hubble, and we've got Saturn all on the vertical or y-axis. Trans-equatorial, trans-horizontal. No, that's holographic. They're actually not aligned. They are aligned when I mix channels, but I've got the moon and Mars are above the horizon in the left channel. Then we've got Capricornus to the right.
An entire 2-hour movie of Luke training Mary Sue on an island, I would be.
And then we've got Hubble and Saturn to the right of that again. That's just using single channel observation. Where am I? Am I even pointing this at Corana? And I'm not even listening to Corana. What's she saying? What are you saying, Anna?
I think it's funny how Poe has literally had more costume changes than any other person in any of these movies.
Is that funny? You find that funny? What's so funny about that, Anna? Alright, we snapped 2. What did we snap 2?
They had such a great opportunity to create
fake false snap on Mercury.
Character, and they
we got a ghost snap on Mercury.
An orange, earless.
I'm on Virgo now. Write down Virgo.
With big glasses. Like, that's your
Jupiter.
idea. My teachers literally would have laughed at me if I was.
I don't know where the space station is.
My idea for like the Yoda.
There's a space station.
It's like you can be so much.
Any constellation?
And that's what you pick.
Vela.
Yes, because you have totally enough time to just, take your trip to the space version of Vegas and go find
Space Vegas
with a flower on his jacket. Like, do you know how hard that would be? Like,
I suppose what I should be listening to is the
I'm all for
undertones,
the
qualitative expression of what Anna is saying here. She seems to be engaged.
With a flower on his jacket. That's going to take a long freaking time. And they only go to one casino. Oh,
she's calm enough.
Thank you. Oh gosh. Marcus Brody? My name is pronounced like Sean Connery saying Marcus. I can't do a Sean Connery accent. Like Marcus? Marcus?
Marcus.
I hope I got it right.
Marcus.
But thank you for the super chat, everyone. Okay, Ray and Luke.
Marcus.
Gotta pay attention to this part.
Marcus. Soon Marcus.
Hey, what the fuck happened?
I like this.
Where's she going?
This is genuinely now a fucking work practice of mine. This morning I didn't have a work practice. Yesterday I didn't have a work practice. Now I've got a work practice. You know what's happening? This is an actual campaign, and this shit doesn't sleep. Even when Anna there was away on holiday, she still instigated the Mara Jade / Shannon McRandall campaign. Like, this campaign don't sleep. And what I love about it is they're operating right within my ley lines. And here's another interpretation of ley lines. It's a span
there's books in Star Wars because it's supposed to be
that I'm using to define parameters of approach, parameters of engagement. It's like opening up an approach path, an approach profile. And the core of the Fandom Menace seems to be running pretty much within the boundaries between the lines. It seems to be running down this track, this approach path that I am laying out. So ley alignment would be your trajectory, your approach path treated as a conduit, as a circuit, as an electrical circuit. So I've got one of those trained right on the fucking Dead Star. It's the trench. It's the trench run. So the ley lines are the corners of the fucking the trench where the trench leaves the surface, dips below the surface of the spacecraft.
I'm interested.
You gotta stay between the lines, the two walls of the trench, represented by the layer lines. So my little pack, Red Leader and fucking Porkins and all the boys, they're all running, they're doing the trench run right now. I'm defining the trench. I'm defining the parameters of the trench. And it's coincidence that this pack is flying down my trench, or the trench that I have chosen to mark out. It's like I'm picking the target and they're hitting the target, but they're not watching me, I'm watching them. And basically what I'm doing is I'm predicting, I'm watching them, and I'm picking up as best I can on the emotional output, the qualitative output from the aggregate of this core group, and I'm using that kind of as a guidance system for how to apply my own code, my own trajectory and advancement protocol. So I'm kind of pushing it, percolating it through them. But mine has it's got a particular fucking driver on it that pushes out front.
That's fine. I agree with your statement.
So I'm using them
It's not even like cute.
to predict what needs to be done next.
When you guys watch,
and it turns out that they kind of generally do that next.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like basically I'm syncing with them. It's like basically I understand. I have a sufficient understanding of.
I actually have the dice.
Of their trajectory.
Oh.
The Fandom Menaces are.
Can Ivan fix
trajectory.
The love will save us suicide crash?
So like they're not doing anything. They're not watching me. They don't know I'm here. They don't know anything about me. But it's calibration. I'm basically calibrating my trajectory to theirs. I'm calibrating my protocol, my attack vector to their trajectory, we'll say. Once again, I am calibrating my attack vector to their trajectory. It's me observing them, not them observing me.
Yes.
You have to fucking follow somebody. You have to observe somebody. You have to watch somebody. I've looked at everybody. I've given a cursory glance to everybody who's available to me, and most people I read them in a couple of seconds. Like I don't have much. I don't have much else to get from you. I'm just going to use you as a counterpoint to conjugate pair my advancement protocols. So you do you'd pull a stunt like bringing the unseen footage from the Force Awakens of Carrie Fisher, aka Leia. You pull a stunt pulling that into episode 9. I'm going to brand that as your version of my Leia lines, and I'm going to use that to push again.
I'm suddenly going to accept
for traction.
That hope that
we all need friction.
In him all those years ago.
Impedance. You'll be providing the impedance for me. I came up with my Leia lines approach before you fucking released yours.
Now she moved it.
And we're on 2 different planes anyway. You can fucking bring that into the bank.
I don't want to see Kylo getting stitched up. Just fucking put your mask on. Nobody wants to see your face. Darth Vader was cool, and he didn't have to take his mask off. Oh god, no. Force phone call.
Force phone call.
Force Skype.
What do you want? I don't know who my parents are. They would have disappointed you. I hate you. I hate me. Come with me. Help me.
Skype shooting. See, now if they're twins, this might make a little sense,
Fucking
but then that
twins.
whole creepy
They should be
over
twins.
Rayla was just, this isn't Game of Thrones.
They should be twins. It doesn't matter because they're both fucking done anyway. If they were twins, that would make Ray Leia's daughter. So you like the Daylines could be like Kylo and Ray. Fuck Kylo and fuck Ray. They don't like, to be honest with you. How in the name of God can you sell Kylo Ren and Ray fucking Z Diddley as Leia and Han Solo's kids? Powerhouses of the galaxy. These aren't their kids. At the very best of their kids as classmates. These aren't their kids. You can't sell these as their kids. We're going to do this right or we're going to do this fucking right. We're going to get serious about this. Those are not their kids. They are not their kids. And you can say all you want to, you can tell you're blue in the face or the cows come home that they are their kids. They're not their kids. We know they're not their kids. We can fucking see it in them. They're not their kids.
What do you mean what were those things? You're on.
By the way, responsibility.
Oh my gosh.
Response.
Thank you, Halsey, for the super chat.
Ability.
Damn it. Stuck
The Solo boycott. The flap of Solo.
Yesterday was
Clear.
And now you're
Clear. Clear.
So jealous. Have a great
Illustration of the
Before
fandom's
later.
response
Thank you,
ability.
You're
We
gonna
have
see me cry.
response
I cry.
ability. Now, with response ability comes responsibility.
I mean, can't
We
you
have
just
a responsibility
make
to
it
the
all
franchise. We have a
blue?
responsibility to the universe, expanded and expanding, to the characters, the heart, the soul, the spirit.
I know I said like I want a puppy, but I really
And
appreciate
those
like,
of us who live in the
with
blast zone,
like
the kill zone of First Jedi Temple, which includes me, I'm in the first harmonic, which is the kill zone. Those of us who live in the main zone. Maybe the main zone. Maybe inside the first harmonic is the kill zone. Maybe from the first harmonic to the second harmonic is the like main zone. But those of us who live within the first couple of fucking zones of First Jedi Temple have both a response ability and a responsibility to uphold the integrity of the platform.
Like just because it's like in your view, like don't buy a house right next to a hotel if you don't want to see people on the beach. And it's the beach. Who's not going to be on the beach? That's why people go to Hawaii.
So that's basically my fucking impetus right there. I have a responsibility and I have a responsibility.
Like even like
to
the Senate that they showed in the
uphold the integrity of the platform being First Jedi Temple, platform being First Jedi Temple Proxy Circuit, platform being my First Jedi Temple, platform being Star Wars. Star Wars is a platform. It is a waveguide for concepts.
They honestly should
It
make
is a carrier wave.
Like, why didn't they? That would have been the perfect opportunity.
Of information vectors. Profiles, key profiles.
Who is that concerned about a ship being parked on a beach?
Same as any story. Quran, Bible, Tibetan Book of the Dead. These are all carrier waves for
you know what would have been even funnier?
some of the more intrinsic profiles of the world, just like these constellations are intrinsic profiles.
For it, that would have just been like totally like Ron was just like F this, so I'm just gonna go gamble and I'm smart and I know how to beat people.
Circuits.
Okay. Training time in cave. Luke's on screen, so we're getting down to business.
Responsibility to uphold the delivery, the integrity of the platform to ensure coherent delivery of these codes through these circuits.
Cinema sins. I don't know what that is, but I'll look into it.
I'm in the zone now. I'm actually I'm comfortably in model space right now. I'm oscillating back and forth along the horizontal axis between left channel and right channel renditions of the sun.
I wish that he would have done like the whole Yoda training thing and then he like run and climb ropes like with him on her back.
He's lighting up here. Ras Elacid Australis, starring Leo. Leo's been Leo's on point again. Is that Venus? Mercury. Is that Venus? That's Venus. Actually, just looking at Leo, Leo might actually trace out the
This is so stupid.
torsional arc that separates left channel and Mercury and right channel Mercury. I'll repeat that. Leo might actually trace out the arc that separates left channel Mercury from right channel Mercury. Repeat, or sorry, update. Leo might actually trace out the arc that illustrates the span between left and right channels of Mercury.
Breathe. Just breathe.
Breathe, just breathe. Anna, thank you very much. I'm going to leave on that one because I want to be able to find what I just said because it's important.
It comes from every being around us. Every plant, every animal.
Flip, you fuck.
Me, Ben. We are all connected. Remember,
all right, I'm out.
Life is sacred.